Finally, Richard Hart is ready to fight back. In fact, that's what he's doing right now. What's going on, y'all? You're now watching the greatest channel that has ever existed. My name is 𝘰𝘯𝘵𝘺𝘰, and I truly appreciate you guys for being here with me. So, Richard Hart was indicted by the SEC, and at first he didn't say anything back. He was just ignoring it. He made some new tweet about a new wallet that's coming out, but now he's finally come out, and he's come out with some new tweets where he's fighting back, and we're going to go into detail about that. But before we get into that, I want to read some comments from my subscribers. Really appreciate you guys. I love you so much. The first comment that we have is actually from 𝘰𝘰𝘯𝘦 that says, you guys are going to get scammed. The easiest way he can get you all. Okay, and this is about me coming out with my NITO BRC20 token. I responded to him that everything worth getting into is a risk, including my token. It's just really smart to get into educated risks such as Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin did a 6 million% increase since its inception. So my coin, first of all, I only minted about 10% of it. The other 90% is available for you to go look right now. It's a BRC20 token. It's called NITO, N-I-T-O. Get into it. I'm probably not going to mint anymore. I mean, you could just rush and mint the whole thing, and then I have to buy it along with you guys, right? But BRC20 tokens in general themselves are just very, very good. They're very, very helpful. So technically, I don't see anything wrong with them. Next comment that we have is from Ronaldo that says, bullish on Phoenix. I got a stake for October 24th on my wife's B-Day. Happy early birthday. So I don't forget in 6 months post BTC halving. Okay. So yeah, BTC halving is going to be around March, April of 2024. It's going to be awesome. And it's going to make the price of all the cryptocurrencies shoot up dramatically. Next comment is from the Xen Crypto that says, I have Xen Crypto and I am struggling to mint it from Coinbase Wallet. The website is saying I have no Xen. Yes, Coinbase Wallet, it is not a completely decentralized self-custody wallet. In fact, I responded to him that use a self-custody wallet such as MetaMask and Ledger Wallet only. Okay, that's very important when you do these ERC, BRC20 things. Use your own wallet, okay? Don't use a centralized wallet. Next, we have two comments from 𝘊𝘰𝘳𝘦𝘥𝘰𝘮 that says, he just wants our money. It's a scam. Again, this is about my BRC20 token. 90% of them are still available. Go ahead, get them if you want to. You see how I say nice things about myself and also bad things about myself too? I don't sugarcoat anything. And then finally, we have another comment from the Xen Crypto that says, can you send Xen Doge tokens to a Ledger Nano X? And yes, you can. I may do a video about how you can do that. You can do this because it's an ERC20 token. ERC20 tokens are able to transact with Ledger Nanos. Okay, so let's get into Richard Hart's tweets that he's making. The first tweet that he has right now is one where he talks about him being poor. In fact, that's not the one. The one that he did earlier actually is where he explains blockchains and how blockchains are awesome and the benefits of blockchains, all stuff like that. He says blockchains are a library. Okay, blockchains are people's writing in math, in art, in speech. Blockchain software is the published software you use to publish the speech that you've created to the public. Yes. So the good thing about this is that even when Richard Hart came out with Pulsechain, Richard Hart came out with PulseX, he constantly said over and over and over again that we are sacrificing for free speech. Okay, it's called a sacrifice. It's not called an investment. Sacrificing for free speech. He never said that this is an actual investment. He never said that you should expect a return on the work of others. You mint your own Pulsechain. You sacrifice for your own Pulsechain, and you can stake your own Pulsechain to make more of a return on investments. You get the positive gains of this return on investment. As we can see right now, Pulsechain is down about 30% below its sacrifice price. PulseX is down like 70% below its sacrifice price. You also get the negative aspects, okay, from these tokens, okay? The First Amendment protects your right to communicate with your fellow man. Yes, the best way to communicate with your fellow man is to be able to speak freely. In order to speak freely, you have to have things such as this internet access that I pay every single month for. You have to be able to have food to consume it so that you can survive, to then be able to speak your free mind. It takes energy to speak your free mind. I know that's silly. Oh, I have to eat food to be able to speak. Yes, you can. Banning the pen would be worse than banning a book. Very good point. Blockchains are a digital pen by which you make permanent, immutable, provable speech to the world. Yes. So banning a pen is definitely worse than just banning the book, because the pen is literally the building blocks. The pen is literally the first step, all right, in order for you to have free speech. Okay, and the digital blockchains are literally just a digital form of this free speech, a permanent form of this free speech. They, okay, are a unique tool by which you can prove that you said something at a certain time, right? Because it's permanent, and because it's permanent on the blockchain, this can never ever change. And it has a timestamp next to it. A tool which lets you communicate with your fellow man permissionlessly as God intended it. A building block for the digital future of man, okay? I like how he said God, the way God intended it. Now, by the way, God is what's used in the amendments. God is what's used in the Bill of Rights. God is what's used in as a representation of our Creator. Now, even if you're an atheist, you will view God as the encapsulation of all the human beings that have ever come before you are your Creator. So whatever you think God represents, okay? Finally, he says, the Constitution has been proven in court to protect numerous types of speech, from dance to nudity to even code, okay? And this is code. Code is a type of free speech. It's actually in the Constitution itself, okay? And many laws that came after it. Blockchains are more than free speech. They are also the very tools by which you can broadcast your ideas into the world, often a Turing complete vast world of possibilities. Yes. So blockchains are just a new, more advanced version of free speech. It doesn't mean that it's not free speech. And there's a reason why free speech is the very first amendment, because it is the most important type of amendment, is the most important type of bill of rights, of human rights that we have. Okay. He then also said a couple of hours later that I grew up poor. I lived in a warehouse. He actually lived in Baltimore. I live about a couple miles from Baltimore, about 50 miles from Baltimore. I worked hard and eventually raised $27 million for charity. I wrote self-help books. I wrote free self-help videos. I made them. I called the Bitcoin top at $65,000 years ago. He likes to brag about that constantly. So right here, what he's doing is saying that he is doing a lot of things that's beneficial for the world. He is pretty much a good guy. Yes, he's a bombastic guy. Yes, he buys clothes that look ridiculously stupid. He'll wear a Louis hat with a Gucci belt, with a Prada purse. He wears Prada purses everywhere that he goes. Yes, he does things that are bombastic, but he does them because he's doing them for marketing purposes. He's doing what you call viral marketing or outrage marketing. Okay. The last time I was at my mom's house, I installed a bidet for her. I did everything I could to help people not get scammed, giving their money to companies that promise you opportunity but deliver you bankruptcy. I like the way he says that. Such as Celsius, such as BlockFi, such as FTX, and much more. Okay, it's funny how 𝘰𝘰𝘯𝘦 and the SEC is going against him for all these, nefarious things, such as Pulsechain, such as Hex, such as PulseX, when they didn't care about Celsius scamming us, they didn't care about BlockFi scamming us, they didn't care about FTX doing any of these things to us, right? But he goes after Pulsechain. I don't know why. Maybe they just hate crypto. And that's the funny thing too. People that are celebrating that PulseX crash, Pulsechain crash, it's eventually going to come to you, okay? Remember that Holocaust thing that they said? At first they came for gypsies, and I didn't cry because I'm not a gypsy. At first they came for Jewish people. I didn't cry because I'm not a Jewish people. And then eventually they came for you. All right. That's literally what's going to happen with Pulsechain. That's literally what's going to happen with all types of cryptos, including Bitcoin, if you're not careful, if you keep celebrating this. Okay. Next, he says, I don't drink, don't gamble, don't trade. Okay. Consider raising money for charity and definitely install a bidet for your mom. Okay. He's joking with stuff like this. There's a video on how to do it on richardhart.com. Amazing. Yeah. Take care of your mom. Call your mom right now. Okay. It's so crazy, right? Our moms that give birth to us, that sacrificed 9 months, suffered, literally pushed us out of her vagina. Anytime she calls us, what's the very first thing that we do? We're like, oh God, my mom's calling me. Okay, fine, I'll call her back, right? But you should be doing things to help other people. You should be doing things to help the person that created you from scratch, right? So, do things that help other people, do things that are kind for other people, do things to not scam other people like Richard Hart is doing right now. Okay. Finally, he says, I'm doing the best I can to make the world a better place, and I want you on my team. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Now, this is absolutely amazing. A lot of people complain. A lot of people call crypto a scam. A lot of Bitcoiners call Pulsechain a scam. A lot of Xenians call Pulsechain a scam. I don't believe that's the case at all. If you do your research, you see that these coins are very beneficial for the world. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. What I'm telling you is just an educated guess. I keep saying that Xen is going to do 100x in the next year or two. I keep saying that Pulsechain is going to do 100x in a year or two. Is it going to happen? Is it guaranteed to happen? No, it's not guaranteed to happen, but it's just a 99% chance it is going to happen. Come back, watch these videos, see that I'm telling you that this time next year, this time 2 years from now, these are all going to be going up 100%. I'm very, very happy though that Richard Hart finally came back. He took the gloves off. He's going to fight these cases. He's going to fight the SEC, and we are going to see that he's going to be vindicated. And I think that he will be found not guilty of any of these things in the next 2 years. And even if he's found guilty of these things, he's only going to pay a fine of like $10 million, $20 million. He is a billionaire, so he's able to afford that. And then we're all going to receive the benefits of his creations. Benefits of cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is literally a gift from heaven, okay? And I'm telling you this because I thank you, I love you, I appreciate you. Let's get this money. Watch this video.